Assalamu alaikum students. What if you have a polynomial and you're supposed to divide that by another polynomial? How you can do this division? Well, this is the topic of the video, division of polynomial. This is Sir Abid Kazmi. Let's start the video. As you know, we do not learn any new thing in my video, just we make the connection of your previous knowledge and learn something new with it. So I am asking the question which pertains to your previous knowledge. You better know how you can divide these simple numbers. So I am just giving you two numbers to divide. You need to divide 867 with 4. So just pause the video and perform this division on a piece of paper and do each and every step you do for dividing two numbers. I am continuing the video, but if you haven't solved it, please keep the video paused. Why I have made you solve this simple division? Because the division of two simple numbers is very much related to the division of polynomials. Let's see how do we divide numbers. To divide numbers, first we divide the number which is dividend and is being divided inside the division sign. Then we write the divisor, the number which will divide outside it. Now I am going to write each and every step we use to divide numbers so that we can make the connection with the division of polynomials. The first step we do is divide the first term. So we normally start by dividing the first term, which is first digit, which is 8. So 8 divided by 4 simply equals 2. Then you write this quotient up here. Then you multiply the quotient with the divisor. So you multiply 2 with 4. 2 times 4 simply equals 8. So you write 8 here to subtract it. Next you subtract the numbers. So 8 minus 8, simply when you take away 8 from 8, you're left with 0. So the answer is 0. So you write the remainder down here. Now the last step you do in division is take down the next digit. So next digit is 6. So we are taking it down to the next level. So these are the 4 steps that we normally do for performing division of two numbers. You can see we haven't performed the complete division so far, but in the coming division we are going to repeat these 4 steps again and again unless we do not divide the complete number. So let's continue division. Now again we apply the first step, which is divide the first term. So 6 divided by 4. Since 6 is not the multiple of 4, we cannot exactly divide it. So we are taking 4 one time so that we can easily take away the quotient. So now multiplying the quotient with the divisor. So 1 times 4 equals 1. Next we are taking away 4 with 6 or subtracting them. So we have left with 2, which we have written down there. Now again we are taking down the next digit to the next step. Okay, and again we have completed these 4 steps. So now again we have to repeat the step from the first one, which is dividing the first digit. So again when you divide 4 with 27, you can take 4 a total of 6 times because you will get 24, and then you subtract them to get 3. So this is the normal division of number, then you know how to perform it. This 3 is a remainder, and you know it could be written with the quotient mentioning the r between them. So now let's make the connection of the normal division with the division of polynomial. Well, the division of polynomial is also performed using these 4 simple steps. Divide the first term, multiply the quotient with the divisor, subtract the numbers, and take down the next digit. But in normal polynomials you do not have digits, rather you have terms. So we have used the same rule and replaced the word digit with terms. Now we are going to use these four simple rules to divide this polynomial, which is 5x squared plus 5x minus 10, with another polynomial which is x plus 2. Okay, one by one let's apply these steps. So the first step is dividing the first term. So dividing the first term, we have 5x squared divided by x. When we divide these two terms, we are left with 5x. You better know how the polynomials are divided. Just to recall, I am re-explaining it for this term. When we divide two monomials, we divide the quotients, like 5 divided by 1, we have got 5. And when we divide the terms with same basis, so we normally subtract their exponents. So x have the exponent 2 up here and 1 down here. So 2 minus 1, we have left with the exponent of 1. So 5x we have. So this is the quotient. So we will write this up here. The next step is multiply the quotient with the divisor. So now we are going to multiply this 5x with the complete divisor, which is x plus 2. Here I want to highlight this. You need to multiply 5x with both the terms of the divisor, x plus 2, not only x. Okay. Now moving forward and multiplying 5x with x plus 2. And you know, whenever we multiply a monomial with a polynomial, so we multiply that with each and every term of the polynomial. So starting with the first term and multiplying 5x with x, so we will get 5x squared. Coefficients are multiplied and the powers of same variables are added. Now multiplying the 5x with the second term, which is 2, so you will get plus 10x. So this is the product. Now we are writing it so that we can subtract these two polynomials. Now we are subtracting the terms. So you know that when we subtract two polynomials, we have to change the sign of the polynomial is being subtracted. To know why do we do that, I'm giving you my video on the subtraction of video in the description of this video. But for now we are just using this concept, that we are changing the sign of the polynomial which is being subtracted. Now we are going to combine the like terms. Like terms are the terms with same variable and same exponents. So here we have the exact same like terms with opposite sign. We have plus 5x squared and negative 5x squared. So they have been cancelled out with each other. Now moving to the next like terms, which are 5x minus 10x. So here they have got different signs, so we have to perform the subtraction. So 10 minus 5, we got 5x, and we have a sign of negative because 10 is a number which has a larger absolute value. Okay, we have performed the 3 step. Now we have to carry down or take down the next term, which is negative 10. So we are taking it down to the next step. Okay, we have performed all 4 of these steps. Now we are restarting, taking the first step and dividing the first term. Before I start repeating the steps, I have just highlighted the calculation we performed for the first step so that you do not get confused with them. So now we are restarting and dividing the first term with the first term of the divisor. So minus 5x divided by x. Now dividing them, you will left with negative 5 because x will cancel out with each other. So now this is the quotient. We are writing this up here. Now we are supposed to multiply this quotient with the divisor with both of its terms, like this. Negative 5 times x plus 2. So now negative 5 times x simply equals negative 5x, and negative 5 times positive 2 equals negative 10. Writing this product down here for subtraction, and now we are subtracting these two polynomials. To subtract these two polynomials, we have to change the sign of them, sign of the polynomial being subtracted. So we have done that. Now we are combining the like terms. These two are like terms. They are same with opposite signs, so they can be cancelled out. Next like terms are 10. Again, they are same with opposite sign, so they have also cancelled out, and we have left with 0, which is our remainder in this question. If you look at what we have done, we just tried to cancel the first term in the each step. In this step we took something here so that we can, when multiply it with divisor, so we get a polynomial which can cancel out the first term. And again we repeat this strategy in this step. We write -5 here so that we can cancel out this. We cannot do anything for the second term, just focus, we will cancel out the first term. For that we are dividing this so that whenever they again multiplied, we have the same term right here. So this is the trick, and you have better known that this is the same as we do the division of numbers. So this is all about the division of polynomials. But before we start practicing it, I would like to recheck my answer. How you can do that? This is our answer, 5x minus 5. And how do we do that? We simply divide this polynomial with this polynomial and have the quotient, which is 5x minus 5. Then if we multiply x plus 2 with 5x minus 2 again, so I should get this polynomial again, right? Does it make sense? Yes, it should make sense, because we have divided and got the answer. So when we re-multiply them, so we should again have the answer we started with. Okay, so now check. We are checking whether our division is right. We are multiplying the quotient and the complete divisor. So now these are the two binomials and we are multiplying them. You should know how do we multiply them. Starting with the first term, which is x. So x is multiplied with the first term of the second polynomial, which is 5x. So we have got 5x squared. Now x is multiplied with the second term of the second polynomial, which is 5x times -5 equals -5x. Now moving to the second term of the first polynomial and multiplying it the first term of the second polynomial. So 2 times 5x equals plus 10x, and 2 times -5 equals -10. So we have performed the multiplication. Now we need to combine the like terms. These two are like terms, and we can see -5x plus 10x equals -5 plus 5x, and these two are unlike terms, so we have just copied down to the answer. Now you can match, these two polynomials are same. That means our division was completely perfect, right? So this is how we can check our answer whether it is right or wrong. We just multiplied the divisor with the quotient and we got the polynomial which we divided again. So you can check your answer in your exams before moving to the next question. Now I have completed my video on the division of polynomial, but in the last of the video I am going to give you two examples so that we can have a grip on division of the polynomials. Here we have our first question, which is what should be subtracted from the given polynomial 2x to the 4th plus 3x cubed minus x squared minus 1 so that it becomes exactly divisible by x minus 2. What exactly divisible means? The remainder should be 0, right? So to find out whether it is exactly divisible, we have to actually divide these two polynomials, and we have just known how do we do that. Starting with the first term and dividing them, so you get 2x cubed, and then you have to multiply the quotient with divisor. So 2x cubed times x equal 2x to the 4th. Now you have to multiply with the second term of the divisor as well. So -2 times 2x cubed equal -4x cubed. Now we are going to subtract these two polynomials, and for that we are changing the sign of this second polynomial which is being subtracted. Now we are going to combine the like terms. These two are like terms and same with opposite sign, so we are cancelling them with each other. Now moving to the next like terms, and why they are like? Because both of them have x cubed, same variable and same exponents, right? So now we are going to combine them. Plus 3 plus 4 equal plus 7x cubed, right? Now we need to we have performed 3 steps, and the fourth step is to take down the remaining terms. So we are taking down them. Now we have to restart with the first step, and again we are taking the division of the first term of the dividend and the first term of the divisor. So 7x cubed divided by x, you will get 7x squared. When you multiply 7x squared with x, you will again get positive 7 cubed, because you just divide them to got that. Now we have to also multiply the 7x squared with the second term of the divisor, which is negative 2. So you will get my negative 14x squared. Right? Now we are subtracting the polynomial and changing the sign for that. Now combining the like terms, 7x cubed plus minus, we have just cancelled them out, and moving to the next like terms. Minus plus, we have different sign, they have got different signs, so we have to perform the subtraction. So 14 minus 1 is 13, and positive sign because of 14, and x squared along. Now copying down the next term, which is negative 1. Now again performing the first step and dividing the first term, 13x squared divided by x, you will get plus 13x, and when you multiply 13x with x, you will again get 13x squared, and you also multiply with the second term of the divisor, which is negative 2. Negative 2 times 13x, 2 times 13 is 26, and negative times positive is negative, and x is along. Now subtracting them and changing their sign, and now combining the like terms. They have been cancelled out. You know why they have been cancelled out? I have explained it so many times. Now the next term, if you look at the remaining terms, they are not like. 26x has a variable x, whereas the negative one does not have any variable with it. So we cannot combine them. So we have just copied down them like this. Now again we repeat this step of division and divide the first term with the first term of the divisor. So 26x divided by x, so x will cancel out, we will be left with positive 26, and multiplying 26 with x, you will again get 26x, and with the second term, so negative times positive, negative 2 times 26 equals negative 52. Right? So now we can just again change the sign so that we can subtract the polynomials, and we can combine the like terms. They are like, they can be cancelled out, and remaining these two terms are also like, because both of them are constants. So you can combine them. They have got different sign. You have to perform subtraction. So 52 minus 1, you have got 51, positive 51. So this is what you have is a remainder. To make this polynomial exactly divisible, this remainder should be 0, right? So if you subtract 51, which has left as a remainder with it, so you will not left with any remainder. So this is the answer. So you have to write 51 should be subtracted from this polynomial. Does it make sense? Because 51 is the remainder. This is what is left after division. So if we subtract this from this, so we will not left anything, and this will become exactly divisible. Okay, so this was the first question, and now in the last of the video I am going to discuss the last question, which is this. For what value of k the expression x cubed plus x squared minus 14x minus k is exactly divisible by x plus 2? Again we have the same kind, and we need to take the exact divisibility. So we have to divide the given polynomials to check it out. So starting with the first terms and dividing them, x cubed divided by x, you will get x squared, and multiplying x squared with x, you will again get x cubed. But you have to multiply x cubed with plus x as well. So 2 times x squared is plus 2x squared. Now subtracting them and changing the sign of the second polynomial. These two terms definitely cancelled out, and moving to the second like terms. So x squared minus 2x squared, they are like, different sign, we have to perform subtraction. 2 minus 1, so we have got negative 1x squared. 1 is normally not mentioned, that you know. Now taking down the remaining terms, to the next step. Now again repeating with the first step, minus x squared divided by x, you will get with negative x. Now multiplying negative x with positive x, you will get negative x squared, and multiplying negative x with positive 2, you will get negative 2x. You better know how polynomials are multiplied. If you don't, you should watch the video on that, which is given in the description below. Right, now we are subtracting them and changing the sign like this. Combining these two terms will cancel them out with each other, and moving to the next like terms, which are my negative 14x and positive 2x. So they have got different signs, so we have to perform subtraction. 14 minus 2 is 12x, negative sign because 14 is a number with larger absolute value and it has negative sign. So negative 12x. Next term is negative k, and we are just taking down to the next step. Again performing the same step, dividing the first terms. So negative 12x divided by x equals negative 12, and multiplying negative 12 with x, you will give you the again negative 12x, and multiplying 12x with positive 2 will give you plus minus 24. Now subtracting and changing their signs. So first term are cancelled out, and we are left with the remaining terms, which you can see are not like, because k is a variable and unknown and 24 is a numerical value. We cannot combine them, so we are just copying down them like this. So 24 minus k. So this is our remainder. Now we do not have anything to divide with, so it has become our remainder. And we have already discussed in our last question as well, to make any polynomial exactly divisible, the remainder should equals to 0. So to find the value of k, we have written this remainder equals to 0. Right? So now it is an equation, and you can easily find out the value of k by simplifying it or taking out k at the one side of the equation. So since k is being subtracted here, so when you move it to the other side, so it will be positive like this. So the k should equals 24, so that the polynomial, which is this, will become exactly divisible by x plus 2. Right? Because this is remainder. When 24 is k is 24, you can see 24 minus 24, it will become 0, and when remainder is 0, the polynomial will exactly divisible. So I hope I had discussed the polynomials, division of polynomials, which is very much related to the division of normal numbers. I hope you have understood this. Please like my video and share with your friends so that they can also learn the division of polynomials. Thank you so much.